skeletal muscle contractionல இந்த ஸ்லைடிங் ஃபிலமெண்ட் தியரி படிக்கிறதுக்கு நம்ம எல்லாருமே ரொம்பவே சிரமப்பட்டிருப்போம். டெக்ஸ்ட் புக்ஸில் படிக்கும்போது இருக்கிற டிஃபிகல்ட்டி நம்ம ஒரு மாடலில் படிக்கும்போது இருக்காது. ஸோ அந்த மாடலை நம்ம பிபிடி ஃபர்ஸ்ட் இயர் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் ஃப்ரம் ராமகிருஷ்ணா இன்ஸ்டியூட் ப்ரெசென்ட் பண்ணியிருக்காங்க. அது மட்டும் இல்லாமல் இந்த மாடல் தான் 45+ காலேஜஸ் பார்ட்டிசிபேட் பண்ண ஒரு இன்டர் காலேஜியேட் மீட்டில் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ப்ரைஸ் வின் பண்ணியிருக்கு. ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ப்ரைஸ் அப்படிங்கிறது ஒரு 15K worth உள்ள ப்ரைஸ் அமௌண்ட்டோட வின் பண்ணியிருக்காங்க. அந்த மாடலை தான் நம்ம இந்த வீடியோவில் பார்க்க போகிறோம்.
This is Narmada Devi from Sri Ramakrishna College of Physiotherapy. So today I am here to present my solid model which is based on the topic reflex arc, and reflex action is an involuntary response for a stimuli. The stimuli can be of any kind, and here we use the heat as an stimuli. When the stimuli is applied, the heat is converted into an electric impulse by the ganglion present in the dorsal nerve root. So the impulses are carried through the afferent neuron, which is also known as the sensory neuron. So the afferent neuron carries the impulse to the spinal cord. The impulses enters the spinal cord through the posterior horns, and the impulses are passed to the interneuron. Interneurons, which is also known as the relay neurons. Then the relay neurons immediately passes the impulse to the afferent neuron. Afferent neuron, which is also known as the motor neurons. So the neurons immediately pass to the afferent neuron, and this reflex action is something which happens in a fraction of a second. So it won't wait for the response of the brain. So it carries the impulse through the afferent neuron, and it gives to the effector organ immediately. The effector organ, after receiving the impulse, it contracts. Next, here is our another model which shows the clear explanation of the muscle contraction.
Now I am going to explain the sliding mechanism of a muscle contraction. First of all, it was covered by sacroplasmic reticulum, which consists of T-tubule and thermal system. Sacroplasmic reticulum, where it stores the muscle cell and it will release a calcium ion. Then after T-tubule, which is a transverse tubule present on the both side. It is not a part of sarcoplasmic reticulum, where terminus is line, which is an enlarged portion where it stores a calcium ion and release action potential to a T-tubule. Now these three are called a triad, and now I am going to explain the structure. This was the structure of a sarcomere. Here they present two lines. The boundary line is known as Z line, and center line is known as an M line. Sarcomere is a structural and functional unit of a muscle fiber. And here is a myosin, which is a thick filament. Actin is a thin filament, and black dot this represent troponin, and actin was enclosed by green dot, it represent a tropomyosin. Then after, here will be the myosin head represent, and I band which means a thin filament of an actin which is isotropic, that represent an I band, and A band which actin and myosin overlap each other. And muscles, when we widely opened up means it was in relaxed mode, when we slightly moved means it was in partial contraction, and when we fully constructed means muscle was fully contracted. Thank you.
அடுத்த வீடியோவில் பெஸ்ட் இன் மெமரபிலிட்டிங்கிற அவார்டை வின் பண்ண ஒரு மாடலை பற்றி தான் நம்ம பார்க்க போகிறோம்.